Chapter 2 Remix was destined to be worse than Season OG of Fortnite, and I mainly say this because Chapter 2 Remix has honestly been a little lackluster. Don't get me wrong, I actually do like what they're doing with the remixing of the old chapter and remixing locations with the rappers, but it just doesn't feel as fun as Season OG last year. And honestly, one of the biggest problems of it is the map. I honestly believe that Chapter 2 had the most boring map in all of Fortnite, and before you click off, let me explain why. For one, the map isn't bad at all. It's just it's very boring and lacks a lot of diversity with its locations, which is really fine for Seasons 1 or 2 of Chapter 2 because the map was just like, you know, in its infancy. Season 3 was really different with its flood, and Season 4 was awesome with the Stark Industries and the giant grass biome we got. But then, in Season 5, the Stark Industries biome was taken out. But it's all good because they added a giant desert in the middle of the map, and I thought that this was sick, and I was excited to see what Season 6 would add to the map. Come Season 6 and they remove the desert and swap it out for the fall biome. Why could they not just put the fall biome somewhere else on the map? Why are they removing previous season locations? Oh, but hey, surely they won't do it again with Season 7, and they did it again. But this time worse. We got another farm in the exact same spot as the previous farm, reverted the unique color of the middle part of the island to be normal grass, and then replaced the spire with a pit of water. I mean, I guess that the purple adds a little bit of color to the map. Then we get the Operation Skyfire event, which ends with the giant UFO crashing. You would expect maybe the map to be cracked in half or something, but no, instead they bring back the orange spots on the map, but this time they're corrupted, so it's not really a fall biome. So you know what, I'll give it to them here. At least the orange spots were actually unique looking and actually spread around the map as the season went on. I don't know why Epic couldn't have just kept all previous season map changes on the map and moved the newer map changes onto different parts of the island. Them removing previous season map changes makes this map feel like it had no evolution. And if you look at Chapter 1's map, you can see a drastic difference in Seasons 1 through Season X. And this is what I love about Fortnite's maps. I love when they evolve and look way different than the previous seasons did. But back to how this correlates with Chapter 2 Remix. Chapter 2 Remix, even without the collabs, would have been boring to cycle through, mainly because the only parts of the map that were ever changed throughout Chapter 2 were the parts around the middle and the little tiny parts around the map. It would be really cool to see these map changes cycle every week like Season OG did, don't get me wrong, but the changes would be removed as the next week would come. And honestly, my ideal Chapter 2 Remix would be if they took all the seasons and instead of just porting the seasons like exactly how they were, if they were to make one giant Chapter 2 map that has, say, the Spire biome just somewhere else on the map while we have the desert biome, say, I don't know, the bottom right of the map. Which I know a lot of people wouldn't like because that's not how the seasons were originally. But I think it would be way better because just the Chapter 2 map, like I said, it feels like it doesn't have an evolution to it. And I think this would solve that problem. And look, I'm not saying that Chapter 2 Remix is bad by any means. It's not. It's a really fun season. But for me, Fortnite really shines the best when it has a really good map and that the map has a lot of unique biomes and locations to explore in it. And I just kind of feel like that Chapter 2's map doesn't really have that. It has the different biomes, don't get me wrong. It has a mountain biome, a swamp, and then everything else is just the grass. But I feel like that's just not enough. Controversial opinion, but I really think that the Chapter 4 map was one of the best maps we've had in Fortnite. It was so diverse. Now look, don't get me wrong, I understand that the wild season wasn't the best, but I still don't think that that map change was even that bad. It wasn't the best thing ever, it wasn't ideal, but it still, I think, was a very good just map. And honestly, same thing with Chapter 5. The map was really diverse with its biomes. And it had a really, really good map evolution throughout the span of only 4 seasons too. In conclusion, Chapter 2 Remix isn't a bad season at all, by any means. It's just that last season OG we had last year was so much better, and mainly I just do feel like it was the map. The loot pool is really fine. I actually really like the loot pool this season, but just the map itself, it's a little too big, has barely any changes. And honestly, I am a fan of the rapper changes. Even though people don't like it, I like it because it's just something different we haven't seen. Sure, it doesn't go with the storyline, which I kind of don't even know anything about this game's story anymore. That's pretty much long gone. But I think it's a really good season we still have. I'm really happy it's only a month because I do not want to be on here any longer. And that's pretty much it for the video. I really thank you guys so much for even watching up to this point. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.
Yo, it's Madcap, bro. This guy be camping all day long.
Yo, I got minis.
Yo, wait, there's mushrooms in
I
here.
miss minis, you fat. Oh, I see bitches.
No, yo!
Just happened.
He shot the NPC and then ran behind me and it just lasered me with SMG. And he's laughing like it's funny. Now I gotta waste my heals